Case number 1990-0042. Post-mortem examination of unidentified male John Doe, estimated age 20 to 25. Body was recovered January 3rd, 1990 in a dense forest clearing. Investigating agency is from a county sheriff. Subject is received, clad in a red hooded sweatshirt and blue and black plaid trousers. External inspection reveals catastrophic, localized blunt force trauma isolated entirely to the craniofacial region. Burke, bring me the secondary mic closer. Get the calipers ready. Recording notes. The trauma is concentrated in a singular focal point directly superior to the nasal bridge. The glabella area, the structural collapse is highly atypical. Burke, hold the torch steady here.
Doc, what kind of tool even causes a localized impact like that? The skull is completely caved inward, but the jaw isn't even fractured.
Precisely. A standard weapon, a bat, a pipe, a falling logger's branch would cause radiating fracture splitting outward across the parietal bone. It shatters the structural integrity of the surrounding skull. This hasn't shattered outward. The bone fragments have been composed directly downward into the cavity. It implies concentrated immense hydraulic pressure, like an industrial piston. The depression geometry forms a heavy, semi-conical indentation approximately 8 inches in width at the base. It roughly mirrors the anatomy of a massive stylized digit, or a single heavy heel. But the structural density required to execute this kind of localized downward force without severing the cervical spine is mechanically impossible for a human actor.
A heel? You're saying someone stepped on his face? To do that to a skull, you need the weight of a heavy machinery.
Note the absence of defensive wounds on the upper extremities. Palms are clear, no fractures on the radius or the ulna. He didn't raise his hands or shield himself.
Maybe he was ambushed, knocked out at first?
Negative. Look at the severe contraction of the facial muscles surrounding the epicenter. The expression is fixed in extreme acute physiological stress. He was looking right at it. He saw the downward trajectory, but the velocity of the impacting force was so extreme that his central nervous system didn't even have time to trigger a defensive reflex. He was alive, aware, and entirely paralyzed by what was happening. Swabbing the wound site now. There is a thick, highly viscous fluid pooling within the nasal fracture. It lacks the typical coloration of viscosity of human biological matter. Burke, look at the separation on the cotton.
It's not absorbing. It's resisting the porous material. What's the smell? It's hitting the back of my throat.
It has a distinct metallic odor like copper, but colder. Almost ozone-like. It has a microcrystalline structure, even in the liquid form. Look at the way it catches light. It's completely unseparated by the cellular degradation around it. It's entirely foreign to the host body.
Doc, if it's not an industrial accident, it's not a human footprint, then what do I put on the routing slip? For the sheriff, they need the source of trauma for the report.
Leave it blank, Burke.
Blank?
We logged the mechanism as an unclassified blunt force compression. Source unknown. Print the photographs, bag the clothing, and let's move him to Unit 4. We're done here.